So, Curtis,
Yes.
how does it feel to be in a room with two of me?
Interesting. Sandwiched.
Unusual, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a little weird for me too.
You getting double the shit done now?
Yeah, that's right. This is how you double how much shit we get done. Is you, we're going double duty today.
Yeah.
That's funny. Uh, yeah, I mean that actually brings up the question of the day, which is you wanted to know about when do you double down
Mm-hmm.
and when do you pivot? How do you know when something's working and you should double down on it, go after it, and how do you
Yep.
know when it's not working, you're wasting your time, you should go in another direction?
That's
There's a
right.
question, and with the amount of feedback that I'm getting, I'm gonna take the second meeting off, and we're gonna continue the conversation.
All good. No sound on that side now. Check your mic.
Okay.
There you go. You're good. Oh, all right. Well, it's just me for the
And
moment.
now I'm back.
Come back in a minute. There you go. That was quick.
All right, that's better. That's better.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, good morning, Curtis. What are you what's your positive focus? What are you happy about today?
Pulse focus is that we had spent some time together. Went on like a date shopping spree with my daughter, my wife yesterday to Costco. So we had lunch at Costco, which is really economical price food. So it was nice to get out to do stuff together. So I was happy with that.
Cool.
How about you?
I got up early this morning and I went outside for a little while. It was just completely quiet. The air was calm. The sun was out. The temperature was mild. And it's just a beautiful, beautiful day out today.
Awesome.
And so, yeah, it was super, super nice outside right now. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. Cool, man. So, well, you had a question, and I mean, in your own words, what's on your mind? Like, what's going on since last week? And tell me about the question of the day.
The question of the day is how to like pivot or double down on something that's working, and when is the point that you need to say, "Hey, this is not working for me," and then move to something else, or even stay within the same niche, but maybe just do a different direction of it. That was my question there. And then from this week, I listened to what you were talking about last week. It was very good. It was a little bit different just looking at you by yourself. So it worked, right? Because I had a problem with getting back in time with the snowstorm out here last Sunday.
Yeah.
Because my wife hates driving in the snow when it's like that because she's not very confident, I guess. I don't know. I'm used to it. But some of the stuff I got done this week was I was trying to build my audience up by accepting friend requests and then said, "Hey, thanks for connecting," type stuff in the DMs. And had I think I did 10 people and 4 of them called back, like replied back. And so I'm just keeping it friendly for now, and then we'll see what happens later because everybody's a little bit different on how they feel about messaging people, right? So I think that was a success for me this week because usually I'm kind of scared to do that. So I think
Yeah. Well,
I stepped out a little bit.
So you started messaging people, is what you're saying?
Yes, from the friend requests initially.
Are you
Because a
saying
lot of times I get.
I'm a little unclear on what you're actually saying you did.
Okay, so you know how you get friend requests from people from Facebook in your group and stuff? No friend requests?
Curtis, your internet is.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so it should be fine, Tellman. Yep. Yeah.
Yeah, Curtis, I'm having like extreme internet issues. I'm not.
Okay, I'm on my Wi-Fi now on my phone. What's that? All right, guys. How we doing? Think Tellman's come back again? Tellman? Some connectivity issues, I guess, today. Tellman?
How we doing? Are we back?
Good. Yep. My Wi-Fi, I'm on my Wi-Fi on my phone or data, so it should be fine. You there?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. Can you hear me? Can you see me?
Yep. Yep.
Okay, we're back. Awesome. Curtis,
Yep.
for future reference, if I drop off, you're in charge.
Yep. Okay. Yep. Got it.
Right?
Okay.
Cool. So we're back. But I'm still not really getting much of a signal from you.
Really? That's right. Because I'm on my phone
try
and I'm
talking.
on my data. I'm on my data on my phone, and that's like the best connection I got. Like I've never had any issues with my data on my phone for doing videos. Sometimes the home one is a bit choppy, but
Yeah. I'm gonna try one thing.
okay.
I'm gonna try. Am I coming through okay at this point?
Yep. Yeah.
All right. Well, what we're gonna do is we're gonna try. We're gonna go ahead and get this is obviously a choppy, weird episode. So
Yeah.
let's just go ahead and restate your question.
Okay. So, question is how to pivot or double down on a system that you're using to in your business, if it's going to work or not work for you, and what point do you realize it's time to move from this to something else? Because I'm
Right.
finding like a couple times I'm doing this parenting thing, and I've done some other stuff, and then I keep on switching, but then I miss steps when I do the switch. So sometimes something may have been working before in this section of the niche I was working, then transferring over to a new one. Will it work here or not? You know what I mean?
Yeah, you never no, like every niche, every market is different, and
Yeah.
there's all sorts of subtleties that you'll run into.
Yeah.
So let's just get specific, right?
Okay.
So what is the actual decision you're trying to make?
Well, I'm enjoying the parenting niche that I'm in, and I mostly do the affiliate marketing and mindset stuff in it, and it seems to be okay. But then we talked about doing the camping and survival stuff, which I also like to do. But I'm not sure if I should stick with the parenting thing or go completely into survival camping stuff, or should I stay with the parenting thing and then use it as a helping parents go camping and do survival stuff as a parent and with their kids. You know what I mean? Because it's like a niche that I like, but I want if I combine the two, would it work? Or add it to another thing with what I'm doing. So I'm doing like affiliate marketing, parenting stuff, and then mindset as a parent, and then add the camping.
No, you need one thing, Curtis, not
Yep,
five.
that's right.
You're going to make no money, none ever, if you go with all those things because you won't have enough traction. You don't have enough resources. You don't have enough time. And you don't have enough money to pour into any of those businesses. If you're going to make the same mistake 5 times
Okay.
if you're running 5 different niches, right? And so the issue isn't what should you do. The issue is what are you committed to doing?
Right.
And that's like, and what are you committed to doing for as long as it takes?
Right.
Rather than chasing opportunities, what are you fully committed to doing? Working as hard as you have to for as long as it takes.
Right.
because until you're locked in, you'll keep on jumping from thing to thing to thing, and you won't ever make enough progress with anything. And I can tell you because I've done both.
Yep.
And I do both. Like I still struggle with this today.
Right.
Okay. I was just having a conversation like about this yesterday, and it's a challenge, right? Is what are you committed to, regardless of how long it takes to make, to generate the revenue that you need to leave your job. Like,
Yep.
what are you going to be enthralled with anyway? What are you going to be reading about anyway? What are you going to be listening to podcasts about anyway? What are you going to be spending your time, effort, energy, and money on anyway?
Yep.
That's the question.
Well, currently, I mostly listen to like business
It's
stuff.
an easy question to answer.
Yep. It's a bit choppy. You're right. This is a choppy episode.
Yeah, but I'm asking you, Curtis, what's important? What's important to you? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah. Being a parent is important to me because that's something I'm into right now, and I'm also a parent. So for me, I think that's something I would like to learn more about just on my own, and then help others as well with my experiences of what I'm doing as a parent. It's more thing I think is more of a focus for me currently. Although the other things I still like to do, but I think that's a future idea maybe rather than focusing on that. Focus on what parenting stuff I'm doing to help my kid to be a better human in the future, as well as help them grow as a young child, right?
So, sorry, I'm trying to get my signal better here.
Yeah.
How am I coming through?
You look fine for now. Yep.
I do for now. Okay. All right, let me just. So yeah. So in your question, Curtis, you were talking about a strategy.
Right.
So what are you classifying as a strategy?
Like just the system. Like so, like you wake up in the morning, you do two things, right, or three things in the morning. In the afternoon, you do something else at lunchtime. Then the evening, you pick something else to do. But these are all things that help build your business.
Right.
That's sometimes I get stuck on like I'll do this for a day or two, then I'll jump to something else, then I'll jump to something else. Instead of like, hey, this is the idea of what I want for the week done, and these are the steps I need to take, and I'll do them. And sometimes I find I get sort of lost in what I need to do because I've done the videos before and I did that for a while, but then you do something else and you don't do the video or something, you know what I mean? Like something like a system basically, and how to build the system, stick to the system, and then it builds itself just by doing certain tasks daily throughout the day or per day.
Yeah, I mean, so here's the thing, Curtis. It sounds like you're looking for a job.
Yep.
And that's not what. And like starting a business is not a job.
Yeah.
Starting a business takes trying 100 different things, most of them not working, and you have to learn from all the things that don't work until you find the thing that does work for you in your situation right now. Most of it is failure. And so, like, I hear you, and there are some things that you can do to address this.
Yep.
But you're really asking about this widespread question. First, you were asking about essentially what niche should I be in, but now you're asking what what action should I be taking on a daily basis? I can address either one of those, but they're totally different questions.
Oh, right.
Right. So, what are you actually wanting to address today? What's the actual question for you today that you want to ask? And this is really important.
Yep.
I need you to get really clear on your questions. You need to get laser clear because if you have vague, wide sweeping questions, you're not going to get useful answers. You're just going to get a bunch of stuff that might sound good if we're lucky, but you aren't actionable. So like, what are you actually trying to answer today?
Okay. The answer or question or answering would be I'm in the parent niche currently. I grew my group up to 44 people now.
Great.
But it was kind of a slow growth, right? So how would I build that faster? Stay in the parent niche, with the things I've done previously, I've done some good, but what stuff can I do to improve or find a new way of doing it that will help bring more people into that group?
Okay, good question. I'm literally going to ask you that question right now.
Okay.
All right, Curtis, I'm in the parenting niche. I have a Facebook group that I started. It has less than 100 people.
Yep.
How can I get more parents on my email list and in my Facebook group? How can I grow my audience of parents in the next 7 days?
So some of the stuff I've done before, not consistently, would be to go to other Facebook groups.
Wait, no. I'm asking how can I grow my group in the next 7 days? I'm asking you. What can I do? Give me some.
Posting every day in the
Don't
group.
tell me what you haven't done consistently. I'm interested in what I can do in order to grow my group.
Right. Okay. Just post consistently every day, 2 to 3 times, up to 3 times in the group of various things, either a video, a post about parenting, or like a meme, perhaps, about parenting. So it's always about parents. So you always see your post about parenting, or even asking a question. You can do a poll, some stuff like that, so you get some engagement, and then responding to people in the comments. Right. So you pick your time. Or if you can do it right away, you might have your phone notification on. And you see someone say, "Oh, they made a comment," then you can do it right away. I think you and Eric have done the auto thing, but I don't know how to do that on my Facebook group.
Have you Googled it?
What's that?
Have you Googled it?
Nope. I think I did, but I don't know if I understood it properly. So what do you call it? Automatic what?
Automatic invite, I think. Here, I'm gonna go into one of my other groups and see what I need to do. But yeah, I mean, dude, if you don't know how to do it, Google it. Like,
I think I did.
I don't
I think
remember
I
how to
finished
do
it.
it either. You know, so like I'm going into one of my groups and I'm gonna click on manage and yeah, I mean, I don't remember how to do it, dude. I'm gonna have to Google it too.
Okay.
I came across it. I did it when I started the group. It let me do it. But like, yeah, you're gonna have to look it up. I'm not sure. So activate automatic invite. So let's get back to you giving me advice on how to grow my group.
Okay. So then you're responding to people in the comments when they make a comment.
Yeah.
And then when they enter the group, I actually put it auto commenting. So when new people, similar to people join a week, every week says welcome to the group, and then gives a list of the people. And from that list, I've done it where I've DM'd people and say, "Hey, thanks for joining my group. I appreciate it. If you have any questions," and some people will respond, and some people don't. And people that respond, I try to get a conversation going. So hopefully that gives some trust and say, "Hey, this is a real person doing this."
Right.
And then I think some people that are my friends are more likely to respond than people who are strangers, generally. And it takes time. So that's stuff I've been doing.
Ask people. First question. Welcome to the group. It's great to have you here. How many kids do you have?
Yeah.
That's it. Keep it simple. That's the only question you need to ask them in the first comment. Welcome them to the group and ask them how many kids they have. That's the icebreaker.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, icebreaker question.
Easy. Okay. So great. And so what else can I do to grow my group?
When you do lives like this, tell people to go to join your group. That's another way. Or when you do your videos, one of your CTAs could be join the group, depending on what you're doing. And your emails.
When you do other social posts.
Yeah, social posts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or even when you do your like a story or a post, always have it, "Hey, join my group" in Facebook, right?
Yep.
Emails. If you're doing emails, you can send out an email with a little footer, say, "Please join my group."
So, yep.
Right. Some stuff I'm thinking. What else? That's all I got. I think of right now, on top of my head, or what I've done in the future, past.
So there are a couple of things. There are two big things that you can do, Curtis,
Yep.
in order to get a lot more people to join your group.
Sure.
And you and Eric are both making the same mistake right now.
Oh, man.
Okay.
Interesting. Yeah.
And that means you and Eric and about 5 million other people are also making the same mistake right now, which is you're not being at all clear on what the benefit is to me as a dad to join your group. There's no clarity. There's no benefit. There's nothing. There's no reason that I should care. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Other than you want me to join your group. Why should I waste my time, dude? So, fortunately, Eric reworked his webinar and is getting closer to this. But we went over his webinar yesterday, and it was completely benefit. Okay, the headline was benefit free. It was like totally unclear about why I should join the webinar, and it's totally unclear why I should join your group. You haven't, yeah, but you're dealing with the same thing, Curtis. Is what are you actually going to do for me as a dad? And so one thing is you need to get clear as whether you're building your group of dad or your groups of parents, because your domain says dad, but you say it's parents. So that incongruency is killing you. Okay, it's completely killing you because there's no language, there's no common message. Choose one. Make a decision. Are you going after dads or are you going after parents? Make up your mind. That's super important. And depending on who you're going after, you need to figure out how can you help them in the next 24 hours, Curtis. How can you, Curtis Leong, help these parents or these dads as parents? What's your best shot? How can you help them? Forget about what you're offering for products through affiliate programs and all that garbage. I want you to know, I want you to be super clear on how you are going to help them. So if you do a webinar, how are you going to help them? If you are creating a live stream, how are you going to help them? If you're creating a free ebook or a special report, how are you going to help them? It's the same thing in all situations. And you're not limited to only being able to help them one way. But when you're having them opt into your list, you are.
One way.
Okay, you need to be super clear on how you're helping them, what the benefit is, what pain are you going to get them out of, and what outcome are you going to get for them as a result of them joining your list, joining your group, and probably watching your video or whatever resource it is you're giving them. And so without this, you're not going to have anyone join your group because nobody will have any idea what the heck. Like, why should they? No good reason. And so this is also the reason that most hypnotists never have enough clients because they're like, I'm a hypnotist and I can help you, right? They put up their sign and it says such and so's name, hypnotherapist.
Yep.
And then their brochure lists 100 different ways they can help people and nobody believes them. Okay.
Right.
Versus hypnotists or hypnotherapists that are successful have a sleep clinic or a weight loss clinic or a quit smoking clinic. And you can come in and we are going to help you to reduce stress and sleep and whatever their focus is. And that way their marketing their name of their business is about sleep. Their radio commercials are about sleep. Like everything's about sleep. It's not about hypnosis, but it's about, hypnosis is mentioned. And so you're in the same situation so sure, Curtis, you can find products and services to promote to this group of parents, but how are you actually going to help them?
Right.
No, I'm asking you.
Oh, help them find side hustles to help them financially.
Okay, great. So, okay. Well, on that note, I actually drank too much coffee this morning, so I'm gonna remove myself from the stage while you do a promotion for your website. I know you need to update the page, but just promote it like it's good to go.
Yeah, I found out the problem. It's I missed something earlier.
Okay, great. Go for it. So give a promotion for your.
Yeah. So just go to hardworking parents or hardworkingdadclub.com/HWPC. I had to add that little acronym on the back, like hardworking parents, because I was not able to get the website up properly before, but I have it now. So it's the basic opt-in page asking you for a blueprint on how to be a better parent. Hopefully that works for you. Yeah, I've been doing this for probably since probably beginning of the year, maybe with Tellman to work on the hardworking parent stuff. I should be further along in the business, but I just keep on getting lost a little bit. I'm not sure about yourself. You get lost when you're doing stuff and it's like, oh, I need help. And that's what Tellman's doing. He's helping me, and this is great stuff. I really appreciate his help. I've known him for a few years now, and he's always been very good at getting people clear on their processes and clear on what they want to do. And it is great. All right, welcome back, Tellman.
What's up, Curtis?
Good. I'll promo my page and then stuff like that. You seem to be frozen at the moment. Yep.
All right. So yeah, very choppy broadcast episode. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
So Curtis.
Yes.
What's 1, 2, or 3 things you could do a webinar about, you could do a video about, you could make a post about, you could, in theory, create an ebook about,
Yep.
you could potentially create a course on? What are 1, 2, or 3 topics that you know are top of mind for parents? Parents desperately want help with this.
Mm-hmm.
What are they?
Actually, I did a slideshow of how to use ChatGPT for a podcast recently for another thing I'm trying to do. Stuff I get stuck with would most likely be how to deal with certain kids issues, like currently with the phone and electronic devices, and how to manage that better.
Great.
I do find that's a big deal right now.
Mhm.
I know when we were kids, we used to watch a lot of TV, but I've never found that was an issue as a kid that I could leave the TV and go do something else and go outside. But I'm finding sometimes with my kid here that she'd rather stay on a device rather than go outside
Yeah.
at certain points. But then there's a point during the day she'll take a break and hey, let's go outside and go outside right away, and that's
Right.
okay. But some kids I know they don't want to go outside, they don't want to do this, don't want to do that. So that I think that's a big issue currently for some parents.
Totally. Huge issue for almost every parent.
Yep. So that could be something.
Even though my kids are teenagers, my son's 18, it's still an issue. Like, I'm still upset about that one. That's a real one, right?
Yeah. So that could be something I could work on as a problem,
Great.
like a help.
What else?
That's a pain point for some parents and trying to find a solution. That would definitely be a topic for sure that I just thought of right now. Right.
Yeah, it's
so that could be
super relevant.
Like a popular thing, I would imagine.
Yeah. What else?
Kids eating right, because if you don't have the right food in the house, some kids will eat junk, right? So just trying to have healthy snacks, ready to go, chopped up, that sort of stuff. Do you know what I mean? So if you don't have junk food in the house, the kids can't eat it. So the parents also have to watch what they're eating to help the children.
Well, like meal prep and cooking for the family cooking.
Yep. Get everybody
how to make foods your kids will eat.
Yep, exactly.
Right.
Other than like macaroni and cheese or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Expand their palette of eating food, right?
Right.
Some kids are picky eaters and they only eat one thing, like Dino Nuggets every day. You know what I mean? Something like that. So, right. Another thing would be like budgeting as a family, because sometimes you only make a certain amount of money and you need to manage it properly. Because when you have kids, your finances don't get bigger, but they get smaller in the stuff you got to do because you're feeding another human or two, right? So yeah, budgeting your family or money, and then other things that come with that, right? Like finding alternative ways to get stuff. Like if you want groceries, how to buy like the store brand, or perhaps going shopping at like a secondhand store or something, right? Stuff like that. What else was there? Yeah, just trying to find family activities that are fun and exciting that all do together, like, go tobogganing, which I like to do. And my wife and I will go, and we'll go tobogganing with our daughter and make some hot chocolate, and we'll sit there for an hour or less sometimes and just have a good time. And yes, I do go down the hill with her, which I do find a lot of fun. And I think she enjoys me going with her. So that's like some family bonding moments, right? So yeah, so I was talking about some activities to do as parents as well that are like not very expensive. Like, you can go tobogganing together or find like a activity that the city or town's putting on that's free or very low cost to enter, right? So it's good. And then what else? What other problems that people have? Just probably the work-life balance between work and family time. Sometimes I think we get carried away with our work too much. Like, the boss wants you to work extra hours, and he's like, I gotta, because you want the money, but then you gotta think about the family. So I guess the balance would be to take the time to do the one thing for work once in a while, but not every day, right? So you just want to spend time, or at least have a full day with the family, right? Like, and maybe it's Saturday, maybe it's Sunday. Depends if that's your job. Some people have retail jobs which they have different days off during the week and try to spend time with the kid after school because school is important to go every day, kids. For sure. And I guess Tellman will be back shortly. Hopefully, this is keep on going. Thankfully. What else was there? I guess sometimes I guess like maybe being on this doing lives will help some parents to get the knowledge out there to help them to do stuff. Hopefully, Tommy comes back soon. Let's have some issues with his connectivity, perhaps. Let's see. All right. Yeah. So I did a podcast earlier today on how to raise kids on a budget. So go check that out. It's on YouTube and Facebook. Uh, YouTube's Curtis Leong. Facebook is my home channel. So some of the stuff I was talking about there was affordable family activities we covered. My favorite thing would be picnicking or having like camping outdoors in the summer. You can also like create movie nights and stuff. That's good. Do some crafts on your own, right? So I'm just going through some stuff that parents can do with their kids and stuff that's low cost. So I did a podcast earlier on
Yeah, man,
family
my
budgeting.
internet is just like is super messed up today.
Oh, that's strange. All right.
Oh, I said my internet's all messed up.
Yeah, I know. I heard you. Yeah, you're all grainy now.
Yeah, dude. So can you hear me? Okay.
Yep, I hear you fine. For the most part, yeah. Now your eyes are open and
Okay.
nothing.
Well, I can barely hear you. So yeah.
Okay.
Why don't we end the show and I'll give you a call.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah, this
All
is
right,
not very
guys.
good then.
This is Tellman. We're gonna end the show. Sorry, crazy internet today. We'll come back for another time for a recap with Curtis.
All right, guys. Thank you. All right. Have
All
a
right,
nice day.
awesome, Curtis.
Thanks, Tellman.
Thanks for rolling with it. Sorry, our broadcast was a little weird today.
All right.
Talk
Awesome.
soon.
All right. Take
Bye,
care.
guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.